Hope you had a good weekend. Certainly Thanksgiving. Everybody's walking around a little bit like, got to wear this off somehow before Christmas gets here. Well, the good thing is that now it's feeling a whole lot more like the time of year that we're in. It took a long time before, we went through all of November and all of October in the 80s, and now finally we're going to have some cool weather. What we're looking at is right about here. It's an area of low pressure that's developing down south along the northern Mexican coast, but it is going to develop as a low and drift northbound. So this is not a cold storm, but it is a wet storm and going to give us a good chance of getting some sort of precipitation around here for the next few days. In fact, for quite a few of the following days. Winds offshore obviously a little stronger than what we have onshore, but it's a kind of a weird development. It's a northeast wind that's going to start spinning up like this. It's a developing area of lower pressure. So when does it get here? Well, overnight the clouds will thicken up, and by tomorrow we'll be cloudy and we'll see a little sprinkle activity. Main event probably Thursday and Friday when we get the most dampness around our area. There's the area of low pressure. We look at northeast, they finally got a break as after being deluged by the snow, lake effect snows that have buried Buffalo, New York. I don't know if you saw that on TV, but obviously much colder weather up to the northeast. Fairly mild weather along the western side of the country. Another area of low pressure that's coming onshore. This is very interesting that we're getting these storms this far low. This is now tapping into what's called as a subtropical jet. And then what it does, it pumps moisture from the warmer waters of the Pacific on up over our area. So that sort of helps enhance our rain opportunity. Tonight, we're getting down to about 50 degrees, not particularly cold. The freeze line is way up there in Amarillo. Tomorrow, we're going to be in the 70s again, about 78 degrees, but you're going to see a lot more cloud cover, and it's going to thicken up overnight. And then eventually, by the time we get to Wednesday, it should be a pretty solid shield of rain. Now, here we go. We start off on Monday. You see how it sort of winds up. Okay, there's Tuesday. We're still kind of out of it. Then we go into Wednesday, and it starts moving up. And so Wednesday is right now of this week, the peak event. It'll be hanging around on Thursday. You can see all that moisture still over our area. And then all of a sudden, by the time we get to Friday, we have a frontal system that's coming down, pushing through here, and will blow that out. But just for the short term, because then that frontal system is going to stall and going to back itself up so that we get another series of rain events around our area. Notice that as we get into 7 days from now, next Monday, it looks like a little bit of a winter snow moving in with a second front. Oh, this is very interesting. This is tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock in the morning across the country. So pick where your relatives are, and you can see where their temperature is in the morning. 20 degrees in Chicago. And then in the afternoon, they'll get up to an even 31, 32, about freezing. All the really cold weather is in the northeast. We're going to be doing fairly nice. So let's take a look at our day planner for tomorrow in Port Lavaca, looking for cloudy skies all day long, northeast winds and temperatures, I'd say cool, but not particularly cold, 68, the forecast high. Cuero, you are not going to see a whole lot of sunshine tomorrow either, with that northeast wind continuing to buffet the area and keep the temperatures down a bit. As I mentioned, the peak of the thing should be on Wednesday when that low moves through the region. So we're going to call it damp and drizzly, rainy with showers, and then rainy, decreasing in intensity, a little bit of a break on Friday, Saturday before the next front blows through here, and that one will clear us up by the time we get to way next week. But little by little, folks, it's going to start getting colder and colder. That is your 7-day forecast, reminding everybody we do have a QR code. If you scan that with your phone,